Hey guys, it's Thomas. We're at the end of day 3, and I really wasn't sure if I was going to write another vlog today, but I found something that struck a chord, and it struck pretty close to home, and so I think it's only fair that I share it with everyone so that they know, everything that goes on. So I think it's important that we talk about knowing your limits. Everybody is different. No two people can work out the same way. Not every program works for everybody the same way. Fit Camp is no exception. There are things that I can do and there are things that I know that I can't do. The other night we did yoga, and I'd never done yoga before. It was actually kind of fun. But I know that my back limits me. Part of the reason is I have severe lower lumbar scoliosis. So my back goes straight and then it curves down at the bottom. That puts a lot of stress on my body, and it affects a lot of things that I can and can't do. And so I did the yoga, and I liked most of it that I could do, but there ultimately did come a point where I couldn't follow along. And even though the instructor was very nice and very sweet and gave me things that I could do sitting, I'm still sitting in a room full of people that can do things that I can't. And I won't lie, that feeling of helplessness is very discouraging. Because, as I said in my first vlog, I'm the last person that I would ever consider to be doing something like this. I have physical limitations that limit what I can do. I can't just go out and run a mile on a treadmill. I can't even really walk a mile. Although throughout all the seminars and everything that we do, I've managed to walk a couple of miles, which has surprised me now that I get to see how many steps I'm doing. But I think it's fair to show that, it's frustrating because I know people that are in better conditions than I am, that don't have the medical limitations that I do, that you take what your body can do for granted. Like, I would kill to be able to run a mile. I would love to be able to ride a bike for a mile, to run on a treadmill without having to worry about every 10 minutes, is my back going to be hurting so bad that I have to stop and sit down? It's difficult. It's something I've gotten used to over the years, but it doesn't make it any easier when it comes up. So please appreciate what you can do, because I guarantee you take your own ability for granted. Now, there are things that I can do. I get in the pool. That's what I do. It's the one place where I feel like I'm a normal person. And I can run for 45, 50 minutes straight. It's powerful. And a lot of people don't take that for what it is. I would love to be able to just run around and run with groups with my friends and run for 2-3 miles, but I can't do that. I have to find other ways. And knowing that's important, because if I don't know my own limitations, I could put myself into a position where I could get injured. And that doesn't do me any good, it wouldn't do my family any good, and it most certainly wouldn't do you guys any good either. So, as important as it is to try new things and to know your body's limits, you also need to be able to willingly and openly admit, hey, this isn't something that I can do, it's going to cause possible issues. Maybe there's something else that I can do, that I can switch things out and do differently and get the same quality workout, just maybe not doing the same things. And there's no shame in that. Don't let anyone ever shame you for having to change things up. And so with that, it's getting late. We have an early morning tomorrow. I apologize for crying. I had a lot of really good discussions with Clayton and a number of other contestants tonight. And the encouragement that I got was really great. And I didn't feel so bad, even though I still feel helpless when I'm surrounded by people doing things that I can't do. But I have to take my motivation and focus it on areas that I know I can succeed in. And so with that, like I said last time, be your own hero. Not all heroes are created equal. You have to figure out what kind of hero you are and then excel at that. Don't worry about what you can't do. Focus on what you can do. You can do more than you think you can if you put your mind to it. Just be careful to not risk injury. So with that, good night everybody, and I'll see you next time.